Season is upon us, but more Madison residents are noticing there's not an overwhelming political climate, particularly being touted from people's front yards.
Jamie Perez spoke with the general manager of a printing company for political yard signs, who says this year has taken a bite out of his production with the decreased demand.
Do you see that? What about that?
Well, what I'm asking you is a bit of a trick question. See, a lot of the times we talk about things that we see, but what about things that we don't see? Kind of like political ads and yard signs. We're about a month and a half until elections, yet we haven't really seen too many of these around.
Have we switched to a more digital age of marketing for political campaigns? Wade Koisman thinks it's a good possibility.
This year was particularly slow, especially being an even number year. I was expecting to see more.
For more than 15 years, he's made political yard signs.
There have been years where we've printed 10,000 plus signs for various candidates.
But this year,
It's off the top of my head, roughly 20% of what we've had in past years.
an 80% drop in orders. In previous years, we've been overwhelmed by the amount of ads.
Again, not sure why exactly, if it's more money and more time focus being spent on social media or other online marketing.
We tend to see more signs when it involves local elections, but when it comes time for statewide ones, that's where the decline raises some questions.
Personally, I feel like they're still very effective. I don't see why you wouldn't do both.
Both the yard signs and online, that is. Experts we spoke with agree with Wade's thoughts.
I think a lot of people, if they see a lot of this candidate's yard signs out there, they assume that, well, everybody else is supporting them, so they must be a good candidate.
There could be a campaign strategy shift of some sort, appealing to a different demographic. It's definitely something to think about.
I don't really know. Again, it was kind of a surprise.
Who knows? Maybe we've just entered a digital age on social media where political campaigns are focusing more on trying to get your attention online versus through people's front yards. I think we might have to wait until we get a little bit closer to Election Day to find out. For now, for WISC News 3, I'm Jamie Perez. Back to you.
Now, the expert Jamie mentioned in that story was not available for an on-camera interview, but says it's an interesting observation of how different the marketing is for local versus state elections.
He believes state campaigns have more funding and are expected to spend more of their money on TV and radio ads. Well, it's not